This is my project for visual literacy. I decided to do my project on the universe. I teach planetary science this fall, and I was trying to think of creating an infographic for something that's very hard for me to explain to my students. I've tried explaining the universe and where we're located using the iPad, using the Solar Walk app. I also have Google Cardboard in my classroom, and a lot of the space apps that they have are very helpful with this, figuring out where our Milky Way is and where we're located within that. But I wanted something that flowed. I wanted something that started with our observable universe and took us all the way to where planet Earth was in a different way, because I think, like all of our students, are different types of learners. Some of them might do better with that Solar Walk app and understanding that, where other students might be more visually inclined to looking at this type of infographic. So this is something I not only plan to show my students, but hopefully have hanging somewhere in my room, or giving students copies to look at their tables and discussing in groups. So I'm really looking forward to using this. Taking a look a little closer, I won't necessarily read through everything, but just to give you a better look at the pictures and explain the flow of this. Our observable universe, which is constantly expanding. I tried numbering. This was a suggestion from one of the cohort members, suggested I didn't have numbers here before, and I thought that was kind of nice to show the flow for students. So in our observable universe, if we take a little piece here, we look at this tiny area, that shows us our local group. But it also, if we look at an actual image from the Hubble, every dot here is a galaxy. A lot of students think that those are stars, but they're actually galaxies that are made of billions of stars. Going to the second point, the local group, which is referring to the group of galaxies that we're located in. There's 54 of them, including our Milky Way. I like this graphic to show that we're a part of that. Looking closer at the Milky Way, it shows the students, like Carl Sagan's "that pale blue dot" quote, which I do have hanging in my room, that we are here in the Milky Way. And so I tried also the solar system, the Milky Way galaxy keywords the students will be quizzed on. That was the suggestion from the cohort member to have that kind of a different color, so I tried keeping it with the theme. I also put an arrow connecting this to here so students visually could connect with it instead of just seeing this and going to the next line. And then giving them some facts about our solar system that we talk about, the radius of the solar system, measured from the sun to Neptune. We talk about a little bit with math, what's radius, what's diameter. I show them in the visual if this is the diameter and the radius, etc. And we measured it to Neptune so there aren't people freaking out about Pluto. And then Earth is the third planet from the sun, and I don't get into more detail about where we're located on Earth just because that's something we cover in social studies in our school. We do go over it as a review, but we don't spend a lot of time on it. I had a little space left over, so I decided to put this graphic because this is how I feel students feel mentally after I go over this. They feel very small and insignificant, but it's eye-opening for them about how big, some of them get it and some of them takes a little longer, but we always joke after I discuss this, like, oh, mind blown, we kind of kid around about that. So I figured at the end it seemed fitting. So yeah, that is my project, and I'm actually very excited about this because there's a couple other concepts when I do the rock cycle and when we do weather and water in the water cycle that I hope to create something similar to help my students. Thanks.